is interesting. And there we go. Ah. Comments will appear, and we're live there, and we're live there, and we're live there, we're live there, and we're live everywhere. Yeah! Well, just better. Come on. Just better. How are you? My lifestyle. Cool beans. Pony Canada Mom. How are you doing today? Pinoy? Nicolette. Benjamin, I'm thinking about, okay. Rob, Anthony, Troy, Scooby, what's happening? Sha, I'm just getting ready to get started. Don't know if you can see that behind me. What? Oh. Trying to figure out why it's so dark behind me. Screen wasn't on. There we go. We should be ready very soon. Mike, what's happening? Looper, Judd, Shaw, here we go. Now we're on. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. We are all the way at midnight. I wanted to see what it was like at 9 o'clock on the West Coast. Terry, terrific. How are you today? Thong Songman, Cassandra, Bob, Vanguard, Cool Beans, Terry, Mike, Truth. All right, so that being said, like I said, I'm James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trading. How's it going there, Em? My main objective here is to show you how I get a 1% return per week, simply, safely, predictably, consistently. Less than 10 minutes a day. And it's very simple. Now, the reason why I say it's very simple, I created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. She jumped on my lap and said, Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing? Okay, so how do you teach a 9-year-old how to trade? Well, first of all, it had to be simple. Safe, predictable, consistent, and no way that she could lose. Because we all know if a little girl loses money, just getting rolling on the West. That's right, Poseidon's last bowl, yeah. Now, a 9-year-old teaching her how to trade, it had to be safe because if she lost money, I would be hearing her crying. Yes, and that was a no-no in my house because she cries, I feel bad. Then Mama gets involved, then I'm sleeping on the couch. You know, so it had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. So, what I had to come up with. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. But for her, it was never buy something that's not on my list. That was it. Never buy something that's not on my list. And the reason why I say that, the list I'm talking about are dividend stock lists. And why am I putting in a calendar? Because the strategy was simple. These are the only stocks I want to look at this week. That's it. And the only reason why is because that's when they pay their dividend. And every once in a while, knowing a dividend is going to cause a stock to go up in price, well, that's when I want to buy it. When I know it's going to go up in price. Okay, XRP, I don't do that one. Sorry. So that's what I had the calendar for. So for my daughter, it was never buy it unless it's on the list. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose of the whole game. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Well, for my daughter, she didn't have to worry about it because I already did that. And I put them on the list. That's my list. So rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. What's the safest stock with the highest dividend yield? Okay, M, you're asking the wrong question. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Let me go through the rules first. Rule number 3, like I said, make sure the company's consistently profitable. I go right to the dividends because the dividend, my favorite long-term dividend stock, that would be Macy's. All right, anyway, as I was saying, I go right to the dividends because the dividends are a portion of the company's profits that they give back to the investors. Well, that's us. Okay, I'm retired. I want consistent cash flow. Okay? Rivian, no. Okay, you didn't let me get through the rules. Okay? Okay, one of the rules are it has to, excuse me, it has to have at least 20 years of increased dividends. Okay? 20 years of increased dividends. Rivian does not fit. Sorry, it's absolute no. Okay, rule number 4, weekly options only. Okay? Rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. Simple. Okay? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. Rule number 1, don't buy anything that's not on the list. Don't buy anything you don't understand. Caleb, how you doing? If you don't understand it and you don't want to be, wait a minute. If you don't understand it and you can't explain it in a 15-second elevator pitch, okay? If you don't understand a company, don't buy it. Don't understand it, don't buy it. If you don't know what they do, if you don't know what the numbers are, if you don't know everything about the company, don't buy it. Simple. Okay, rule number 1. Don't buy something you don't understand. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule 3, consistently profitable. Rule 4, weekly options. And Rule 5, make sure the numbers work. Okay, so that being said, let's get going. So on the East Coast, go to bed. Yeah, I get that one on the East Coast. Yep, well, this is especially for you guys on the West Coast. And well, let's see. Now, the East Coast has a tendency to have a audience of under 200. Okay? Anywhere between 150 and 200. That's the East Coast. So let's see what the West Coast does. So I'm going to give it a try for maybe a month. See what happens. If I can get over 200 every single night, well, fine. I'll stay more on the West Coast. But if not, I'll just stick on to the East Coast. Who knows? Maybe I'll come somewhere in the middle. All right, let's keep on going. DVN, Sweetie Swag, back again. DVN, yes, I didn't do it. Let's do DVN right now. And for those in the West Coast, we're going to get to see how I do it. Sweetie Swag has been here before, so. I missed what company was your favorite. That would be Macy's. Let someone come on and talk with you. I have no idea how to do that. I have some questions. Well, let's see how we do this. Let's go. Don't. I don't know how to do it. How do I get to call? I don't know. How do you do it? Because I'm pressing that. I'm pressing the thingy. How do you invite someone to come on? Okay. If you can figure it out, let me know. But yeah, if you want to come on and ask some questions, no problem whatsoever. I just don't know how to do it. So on the East Coast, yep. Will you take a look at Riot, please? Sandy, yes, I will. I missed which company's favorite. Did that one. Nike, we'll take a look at that one also. Let's go and get started with... Which one were we just talking about? Holy shit. Nike, why not? Nike. Oh, wait a second. Sandy wanted to take a look at Riot. All right, let's take a look at Riot first. All right, Riot. R-I-O-T. How about we turn this on first? R-I-O-T. All right. Quickly. It's really not that difficult. I look for 5 things when I'm looking at the chart. This is the 1-year chart. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? Okay? Up, down, up, down. Basically, that's it for the year. Now, from the year, I go right over and see what am I getting for it? What am I buying it for? Well, right now it's at $12.30. The closest strike price is going to be the $12.50. Look at the numbers on the $12.50. Okay, 47 cents. Well, 47 cents on a $12.50 stock is over 3%. What's 3% on a weekly basis? Well, that's 175% for the year. What are you teaching? Investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. That's what I'm teaching. All right. Think about it. If you buy it at the current price, $12.30, sell it to somebody else using a covered call at $12.50 for the weekly option, which expires this Friday, okay, you're going to collect 47 cents. And I know for you new people here, 47 cents doesn't sound like a lot of money. But here's the thing. 47 cents on a $12 stock is extremely close to 4%. But it's over 3. It's definitely over 3% for the week. So 3% for 1 week on a simple, easy trade. Covered calls one of the easiest trades there is. So 3% on a weekly basis on a simple trade, that's 150% per year annually, if you can do it every week. That's why rule number 4 is weekly options only, because you can't get numbers like that with monthly optionable stocks. And what stocks am I buying? Well, I'm buying the dividend kings, the dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, companies that have more than 20 years or more of consistent profits. I mean, ask yourself a question. Do you want to give your money to a company that's not consistently profitable? That doesn't make sense. Think about it. Why would you invest in a company that's not consistently profitable? And if it's going to be consistently profitable, how many years is okay for you? Some people want 10 years. Some people want 15. I want 20. 20 years. I'm Generation X. I'm retired, okay? I don't want to have to go to work. Still. Now, I don't. If I did the old-fashioned way, give my money to a money manager or an account manager or some investment banker, well, they say, okay, this is a return we'll give you on a yearly basis, 4%. That's what they get the 4% payout from. But that, I'd still be working. Hell no, that doesn't work for me. Okay? That doesn't work for me. 4% a year does not work. I need more out of what I have. Okay, so I'm getting more than 50% per year. So hypothetically, if I had 100,000, 50% would be 50,000. If you had 50,000, well, 50% would be 25,000. It's all simple math, okay? So if I'm averaging 1% every single week, that's over 50% for the year. Now, I just showed you this trade right here, Riot. Well, one of you guys suggested it. It's not one I told you. It's what you guys asked for. So you guys tell me a stock symbol. I'll put it in. We'll go through the numbers, and I'll show you what I do. Because I like covered calls on dividend stocks with the dividend coming up so that I can pick up 1%, 2%, 3% every single week. It's a simple trade. It takes less than 5 minutes a day. Because that's why you'll hear me saying, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Okay? So, let's take a closer look at the chart. Okay? Last 90 days. What has this company done? Right? 5 things. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? Okay? It's bouncing right here and going to the upside. Pretty simple. Right? How are you doing? Private, I'm doing delightful. Thanks. All right, so let's keep on going. Now, I want to look at the last 30 days. Now, the reason why I want to look at the last 30 days, because I want to jump in on Monday and be out on Friday. That's it. On Monday, out on Friday. Grab whatever percentage I'm getting. This one here, it says 3%. Well, let's take a look at the numbers. We'll take a look at the numbers in a second. Okay? 30 days ago, 13, it drops down to 10, what is that, 10.5, back up to 14.5. From 10.5 to 14.5. That's $4. $4 on a $10 stock is 40%. A 40% increase. Okay, most people don't look at it that way. Oh, look at it, it went up a little bit. That's not a little bit. That's 40%. Okay? So there's going to be profit taking. What happens to profit taking? Stock price goes down. Do you repeat the same stocks or or would you trade S&P on weekly? No, I don't do the S&P. I don't. Now, and I will tell you, let me finish up with this one, and then I'll bring up the S&P, and I'll show you why I don't like it. But that's me. You have to figure out what works for you, but I'll show you why I don't like the S&P. All right, so let's keep on going with this one. So it's easy to see what it's doing. I mean, you can get a third grader here and say, "Oh, look, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up," not even having a clue what the hell they're talking about. But still, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up. Great. So now it's in an upward trend because that's all stocks do. They go up and then they come down. That's it. They don't come to your house and make your dishes, wash your dishes. They don't. They don't even take the dog for a walk. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. That's it. It's not that difficult. Remember I said I created this for my 9-year-old daughter? Yeah, adults have a tendency to make this complicated when it's not. Okay? Remember, it was created for a 9-year-old. But that freaking just works. It's weird. Down, up, down, up, down. Now it's going back up again. Great. Wonderful. So if I buy it at $12.30 and I sell it $12.50, well, I'm picking up this. But I could sell it for $12. Okay, take the 30 cents off of there, walking away with 42 cents. Well, 42 cents is still over 3%, and it's a safer trade. The further up you go, the safer the trade is. The further out you go, the more profitable it is. So here's where the balance comes in. Me, I go for the safer trade every day of the week. I don't want to leave my money tied up into anything. I like to keep it liquid, keep it moving. But that's me. I'm different. You have to figure out what works for you. All right, so $12.30. It's in an upward trend. The high was here after a 40% increase, and then she goes from 114 down to 10. Now 14 to 10, well, that's not 40%, but that's 40. Okay, so anyway, you'd think it'd be more, but it doesn't work that way because it was 10. 11, now it's up to 14 and a half. Now from 14 and a half down to 10, it's $4.50 drop. Well, that's only 30%. Well, almost 30%. Higher number, lower percentages. Weird the way that works, but still, okay? Down and up, okay? It's on the uptrend. 12.30, the 12s. The 12s will still give you over 3%, and it's not that difficult of a math problem, okay? What's 1% of 12.30? Well, 1%. You take the decimal point and you move it over 2 places. What's 1% of 12.30? It's 12. 12 cents. Okay? Just move the decimal point over. That's 1%. Okay? 12. It's paying 72 cents a share. 72 cents a share. So you have to take the 30 cents out of there because it's got to come out of the equation somewhere. So instead of 72 cents, you're only walking away with 42 cents. But still, 42 cents on a $12, because now it's a $12 stock, because you did the math. So now it's at 12. So 12 goes into 32, 32 almost 3 times. Just a smidge less than 3 times. But still, it's a safer trade. I'd take safety over profitability any day of the week. That's me. You have to figure out the balance for yourself. All right, that being said, let's take on another one. I think I have Riot written. No, I didn't. I'm writing Riot down for tomorrow. You bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow I'll be trading Riot. Okay, that's weird. I don't know where that came from. All right. Nike. Ooh, Nike's next. Okay, so just letting you guys know that I am going to get to each and every question. All right, so please only ask the question once. And I will get to it before the night's over. Rivian's in now. I already said that. So I'm going over these questions. We need firm rules here, James. Yes, we do. I have some questions. Do you ever ask anyone to come on and talk with? Yeah, but how do you do it? I don't know. I think you have to ask the request, and then I just accept it. I guess. I had someone do that once before. They requested, okay, so the East Coast, go to bed, yep. We take a look at Riot. We just looked at Riot. Mr. Company's your favorite. Did that one. So we're on Nike now. Nike. Going through the list. I'm going through the list one at a time. Sorry if I don't get to your question right away, but I will get to every question. I just stopped the scroll so I can read each one. All right. Nike. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Okay. Down. Up. Down. Okay. We're at 74. 74 is going for 52. That's not 1%. No, thank you. Don't get me wrong. I like Nike. I do. But the number doesn't work for me. Okay, you will see as the night progresses. Okay, some of them are yes and some of them are no, simply by the numbers. Okay, don't get me wrong, I like Nike, it is on my list, but the numbers don't work this week. What about Nike? They have some difficulties to recover from big drop a couple months ago. Yeah, Hakuna, how are you today? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Hakuna, I like Nike, I do. But at this moment, it's at 74. And the 74s are only paying this. And that's a no. That's a no. Sorry. No this week, it might be a yes next week. Ooh, Crockett, Cincinnati Financial, that is a monthly optionable stock. That's a no. AMP. That's a no too. XLM. What the hell is XLM? Anytime I say what the hell is what, okay, it's not a stock symbol. Why are you giving me something that's not a stock symbol? Makes no sense to me. Danger! Sometimes you gotta cut losses. Oh, hell no. It doesn't make sense to keep a good money in a bad investment. Yeah, okay, danger. The way I'm going to answer that question is rule number 1. Never buy something you don't understand. Okay, now let me expel on that a little bit more. Do you try to have 3 to 5 good trades per month? Nah, 3 to 5 trades per week, dude. Did you sell? Yeah, I sold my Nike a long time ago. Okay, so that takes care of those questions. Let's get back to this one right here. Danger. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. Yeah. Okay. Rule number 1: never buy something you don't understand. What do I mean by that? Okay. Now you're investing in one frame of mind, which I understand that because most people don't call investing on a daily basis investing. They call that trading or gambling. Well, no, it's not really. Because every stock I buy with the intention of holding it for the rest of my life. That's my intention. But if I can get a profit within 5 days of 1% or more, well, yeah, I'll take it. It just so happens it just keeps working that way. So it is what it is. Okay, now there's a lot of stocks I like. You got the Dividend Kings. I think there's 54 companies consistently increasing their dividends. The Dividend Aristocrats, 150 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for 25 years. Okay, the Dividend Champions, 150 companies consistently increasing their dividends for more than 25 years. And then you get the Dividend Contenders. Okay, 10 years to 24 years of increased dividend. That means increased profitability. Okay, now there's only about 300 of those companies. That's it. And then you throw Warren Buffett's list in there. Then there's only about 300. That's it. There's 9,848 different companies to choose from. I honestly don't care about any of them but the 300 that actually fit my criteria. So if they're consistently profitable for 20 years or more than likely year 21 shouldn't be that difficult. Okay? Okay, consistently profitable. That's one. Second thing, I like to have the odds in my favor. Okay? 80% of all options expire worthless. So I don't want to buy. I want to be a seller because 80% of those that are sold go worthless. That's what I'm looking for, consistent cash flow. I think dividends may no longer be a smart option. All the big private equity firms do buyouts and then force the companies they own to provide dividends. Then they suck the money out of the company. Well, jolly good. Excellent opinion. All right, let me get back to my point. Now, when I was saying I only invest in companies that are consistently profitable, thus increasing their dividend payouts to the shareholders for more than 20 consecutive years. That's it. It's not that difficult. Those are the only ones I invest in. So when you say it's throwing good money after bad, well, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Because you're thinking in a yearly investment. I'm doing weekly. Got it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm doing it weekly. I'm jumping in on a Monday and I'm jumping out on a Friday. Usually. That's my ideal. Jumping in on a Monday, get out on Friday. So just hang out a little bit longer because I have a totally different way of doing my investing. Okay? I go in with the intention of holding for the rest of my life. But if it hits my target within 5 days and I make my 1% every week, so be it. All right. I just keep rotating them. All right. Next on the list, XLM is not a dividend stock. What software are you using? Okay, Cortan. This is not software. This is a trading platform. Now, you may have Fidelity. You may have Charles Schwab. You may have Bank of America. You may have Just to Trade. You may have Robinhood. You may have Acorn. This is just Charles Schwab's edition of a trading platform called Think or Swim. Okay, I've been using it for 20 years. It's not mine. Someone else came up with it. I just go with the flow because somebody owned it, he sold it, and then someone else sold it. So I've had it for 20 years, but it went through 3 different owners. Okay, 3 different. Anyway, it's called Think or Swim. It's with Charles Schwab. All right. What's the warranty? I have no idea what warranty you're talking about. If you're talking about warranty on my screen, oh, who knows? Okay, covered calls are hard. Oh, Salmon, no, they are not. They're one of the easiest things there are. There's nothing easier, okay, than buying and selling. Okay, buying and selling is the easiest there is, but you're not guaranteed a profit. You have no idea what's going on. But a covered call, totally different, because okay, this, you can plainly see AT&T is in an upward trend. Anyone can figure that out. AT&T's been in business for over 100 years, and they consistently increase their dividends. Okay? Now, do I think there's risk there? Well, of course there's risk there. Okay? Company's only been around 100 years. Yeah, they could disappear tomorrow. I don't think so. But it could. Okay? That's what the government wants you to know. Anytime we tell you anything, it's like, well, I don't think AT&T's going out of business, but it could. Anyway, besides the point. It's an upward trend. If I buy it at the current price, $22.93, great. I could sell it for $23. I could sell it for $22.50. Whichever one I decide. I can even sell it for $21. I can sell it for $24.50. Anyway, this is a covered call. So once you buy the stock, you own it. That price is yours forever until you sell it. Okay? So if I buy it tomorrow morning, $22.93, that is my entry price. Take your ticket, find your seat. That type deal. When you go to the grocery store, take a number and wait your turn. Same thing. If I jump in at $22.93, that's my number. Now, as the owner of the stock, I can do whatever I want with it. Okay? A weekly option is selling somebody the rights, kind of like, hey, I have first dibs. That type of thing. I'm selling my stock. Hey, I have first dibs. That's all it is, basically. You're selling somebody the right to buy it from you at a certain price by a certain date. That's the legal description. Okay, the price right here called the strike price. The current price, $22.93. Remember we talked about that. Okay, that's the current purchase price. If I want to buy it, $22.93. Strike price. What do I want to sell it for? Using a weekly option. Why a weekly option? Because I can do it every single Friday. 52 weeks a year. How can you go wrong? So what do I need? Well, I need a good company. Well, AT&T is a good company. What can I buy it for? $22.93. What can I sell it for? $22.50. Pick up 24 cents. Great. What if I want to sell it for $23? Well, it's picking up just 7 cents. Those numbers suck. They do. There are other companies that pay more. But this is just the example. Okay? If I like AT&T, I can see the direction it's going. It's not that difficult to look. And then you get the closer you get. Well, that was a 1-year chart. This here is a 2-month chart. Let's go to a 30-day. 30-day would be right there. Okay, that's a 30-day chart. By looking at a 30-day chart, we say, wait a minute. This was last week. This was the week before. This was the week before. Okay, it went down. Now it should be going up because that's all stocks do. They go down and they go up. Well, it's not that difficult. Here's your 30-day high. Here's your 30-day bottom. She retraced. The retracement wasn't that big. Okay, do you always let the option expire or do you scalp for the highest profit throughout the day? No, I don't do scalping. When I say This is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-minute trader. 10 minutes. That's it. I sit on my computer in the morning. Okay, it could be before the market. It could be before the market. It doesn't really matter what time, because this is using end of day data. So I'm not looking to get profit that way. I don't want to sit in front of my computer. Okay, I want to take 5 or 10 minutes, look at my position, and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. That's it. Okay, I don't want to sit in front of my computer all day. If I did, I could make a lot more money. But I'm past that point in my life. Okay, I'm at the point where I want to share the information that I have. All right. Long night tonight. Can we look at Google? No. Dude, seriously? Google does not have 20 years of increased dividends. That's a no. Okay? When I say 20 years of increased dividends, that means how often do they share their profits? Duke Energy. Now, Duke Energy is on the list. DUK. But that's not what we were talking. Wait a minute. Duke Energy is monthly. That's a no. What was I thinking? So anyway, as I was saying, no warranty, but you take chances where profit percentages are 75 or more. Okay. Oh, yeah. I usually let them expire worthless. Kelly Oatsville, holy shit. How are you tonight? Nice to see you. Well, nice to see you on the screen anyway. Anyway, so as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, I usually just let them expire on Friday. Okay. See, I buy it. Or take this one, for instance. Well, let's go to one I actually buy. Macy's, my favorite. Okay. 1682. I'd be looking at the 1650s because they're the closest and they're the safest. The 1650s go for 66 cents. Once you subtract that out of it, walking away 3, you're still walking away with almost over 2%, just by going by the numbers. It's not that difficult. Okay, don't panic. So, whenever I decide to buy it and then sell and pick up the premium, as long as it's over 1%, that's all I'm looking for. Okay. Now, do I want to sit there and watch it and buy it back when it's at 70 or 80%? Or do I just want to say, all right, what's happening at 3:35 on Friday afternoon? Okay, I don't look at I'm not in front of the computer as much as you are. Can we look at ITW, Illinois Toolworks? That's a monthly also. Yeah, it's a monthly also, dude. Okay, you can't make that kind of money with the monthly. That's just my opinion. I don't do monthlies because they're just a pain in the butt. Let me explain. Okay, Illinois Toolworks, currently it's at 261.29. The closest one is going to be the 260. Okay, and it's going for 40 cents. That is horrible. Okay, on a $260 stock, the premium should be at least $2.30, $2.40, so in that area, 1%. But this, 40 cents on it, and you have to hold it for 2 weeks. What do you mean by monthly? ODE. Option date expiration. Thank you. I'm going to have to learn some of this. I had no idea what ODE meant. Yeah, okay, option date expiration. Yeah, but this is absolutely horrible. Now, I'm looking for 1% a week. So 1% of $260 should be $2.60. That's 1%. Okay? But this is not even giving me 0.5%. It's like 1/4% for the month. Hell, the numbers just don't work. Okay, it's actually that simple. Okay, the numbers either work or they don't. So let's go back to Macy's again. 1682, sell the 17s, it's picking up 41 cents. That's over 2%. It's actually that simple. Monthlies just don't work, in my humble opinion. Number one, the numbers don't work. But number two, instead of trying to figure out where it's going to be in 5 days on a monthly optionable stock, I now have to figure out where is it going to be in 30 days. Okay, now tomorrow, okay, where's it going to be tomorrow? 50-50 shot. Higher, lower. That's it, 50-50. But as you go further out, 5 days, well, it's not as easy. 30 days out, hell no. That's why I just don't like monthlies. The numbers don't work. For some strange reason, people don't accept that answer. Monthlies just don't work. Why? Because they just don't. All right, anyway, let's take a look at something else. That's a no, Steve. What's up? Covered calls are hard. Now, Solomon, covered calls really aren't that hard. Okay, I created for a 9-year-old. Please, you're over the age of 18. Tell me, okay. James, have you covered WBA in the past? Every week, dude. I love Walgreens. Every week. Let's take a look at Walgreens. I'll show you why I like it so much. WBA. Look at that chart. Isn't that horrible? For you long-term players, it is. Claire, how are you today? So, for you long-term players, that's horrible. For me, it's freaking awesome. Why? Because I want to see what's going on. Okay, there's your high of the year. Here's your bottom. Okay, and it's going sideways on the bottom. It means it's just going like this. So yeah, easy money. What about IBM? IBM is a weekly invest, right? How you doing? Well, I'll write that down. We'll take a look at it. Okay. So I love Walgreens. The reason why I love it, well, let's take a look. Well, this is the 1-year chart, right? Hit the high, the low. Look where it's going. Okay. Easy to see. Easy to read. Not that difficult. Okay. I'm not asking you to get a magnifying glass and really zoom in yet. Hold on. See? That's where it is, going sideways. So let's go over here to the numbers. Right now, it's at $9.57. What's the closest strike price to $9.57? $9.50. It's not that difficult. The $9.50 is going for 44 cents a share. Okay, hold up. You're losing 7 cents because you're buying it for $9.57 and you're selling it for $9.50. So you take the 7 cents out of here. Now you're walking away with 37 cents. Now, 37 cents on a $9.50 stock? Well, that's almost 4% for 1 week. Okay? I like weeklies. All right, so let's take a close look. So the numbers work great. Please tell me it's the right time to buy because those numbers look great. Let's take a closer look. That's the year. Let's take a look at the 90 days. Last 90 days. Okay, well, that's not 90 days. That's not 90 days. That's 60 days. Okay, December. Okay, all right, here we go. Last 90 days. Look at the movement. On Walgreens, yeah. Okay. 90 days ago. Right around 8.75. Jumps up 11.25. Drops down to 8.25. Jumps up, back down, back up, back down. Okay, great. What does that look like to you? It almost looks like a channeling. Okay, just going kind of sideways. So it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out where it might be in 5 days. All right, well, let's get a little closer. Let's go to the 30-day because the 30-day gives us a better look. Okay, here's the 30 days. Now, come on, you should be able to see it. It's not that difficult. Here's the 30-day bottom. Here's the 30-day top. She drops and then goes sideways. I'm not looking at patterns. Okay, it's simple. Where's your 30-day high? Where's your 30-day bottom? Where's it going now? Well, it's just going sideways. That's it. Not that difficult. So, if I jump in tomorrow and buying at $9.57, right? I could sell it at $9 and pick up 71 cents a share. Okay, but if I sell it at 71 cents a share at $9, I'm losing 57 cents. So you take 57 cents off of that, and now you're only getting like 2%. But it's a safer trade. The safer the trade, the more consistently I can do it. Okay? I like Walgreens. I've been trading it for quite a while. All right, so anyway, where does it look like it's going? Well, here's the bottom, here's the top. It's going sideways. So, could it be safe to say that in 5 days it'll be anywhere between, what, 850 and 1025, somewhere in that area right there? Safe to say. Not that it's going to happen. There's a possibility, probability. And then there's the reality. Well, at this moment, we collect the premium because of the possibilities, because it could. So whoever's buying I'm selling, remember, 80% of all options expire worthless. I don't want to buy. You buy, be my guest. And you can be on the 20% side, because 20% of all options actually are profitable. Or exercised, one or the other, however you want to look at it. I want to be a seller, I don't want to be a buyer. Okay? So, odds and probabilities, more than likely that's where it's going to be. Great, I want to be a seller, I don't want to be a buyer. Okay, so what am I collecting? I'm collecting 2%. Wonderful. 2% works for me. Less than 5 or 10 minutes every single day. I'm in, I'm out. I don't want to sit there all day. Okay, so in my account is only like 5 or 6 positions. Great. 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. Okay. 1% a week? 1% a week. I like that. It works for me. All right, anyway, let's take some more questions. If you sell a covered call, worst case scenario is you have a stock that you can own. And you collect a dividend that increases every year. You forgot that part. Dad Days, how do your dividend returns compare to the S&P index? Oh, Dad, I don't think you really want to know. Okay. I was just short of 100% this year. Tragedy. Thoughts on NVIDIA? Yeah, hell no. Okay, Jazzy, the reason I'm saying hell no to NVIDIA, a lot of people think it's it's in the spotlight a lot and it's going up. Why do you think it's going up? Because it's in the spotlight a lot. Okay, take a look at the actual numbers of the company. The dividend is 1 penny. Okay, the purchase price, was it like $1.30 nowadays? The book value is $1.74. So you're paying $130 for a coffee cup that's worth $1.74. Okay, how would you want to look at this? Okay, yours. What platform? That is Think or Swim. Could you run the Iron Condor on NVDA? It's been trading sideways. Okay, invest right. You can do whatever you want. Okay, here on this platform, right here, I teach one strategy and only one. Okay, I give it away for free. I answer all your questions about it for free. Here, only one. I know how to do a whole bunch of them. This is the only one I give away for free. And by the way, if 50% a year doesn't intrigue you, then definitely in the wrong place. Okay? Some people it's not enough for. Some people it's like unheard of. Okay? Okay, STELU, was that Stelu? Stelu. Oh, hell no. Okay, O is a monthly optionable stock. I don't do monthly optionable stocks. The numbers just don't work. What's on the right side? See, the funny thing is, Norman, when you say the right side, that's the chart. But here's the thing, Norman, you ready? The right side, that's the numbers. So I have no idea whose right side we talk about, mine or yours. But how about I answer it this way? Over here is the option chain. Over here is the stock chart. How's that? T-Train, how are you today? All right, let's keep on going. Uh-oh, Alice had a good question. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to find the question again, scrolling back and forth. What do you think about nuclear stocks? Yeah, you got to give me a stock symbol, dude. You just can't give me that blank question. All right, we're here. Here we are. What's on the right side? We just did that. Okay. All right. Alice, there we go. Here's the question. What volumes are you trading a week, if you don't mind me asking? Well, 15, 37, 32. About averages between 10 and 70 contracts. What does option chain mean? Nope, no crypto. What does option chain mean? Oh, let's go back to the option chain. Hold on. Okay. Option chain. All right. An option is basically, all right, a call option is basically the right to buy a stock, but not the obligation. That means if I want to, I can. If I don't want to, I don't have to. Okay? The option strike prices are the numbers. Okay, so if the stock is currently at $9.57, an example, your strike prices will be something similar to this: 8, 8.50, 9, 9.50, 10, 10.50, 11, 11.50, so on and so forth. Or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be 10, 20, 30, 40. It's a price. Okay? A decided price. Now, an option is a contract. That's where you, the option buyer, and me, the option seller, make an agreement. Okay? Well, the stock is currently at $9.57. Great. Now, I'm the owner of the stock, and I'm going to sell you the option to buy it from me at any price, at this price, any one of these strike prices, between now, when you give me the money, and the day of expiration. This one right here happens to expire this coming Friday. That's why I like weekly options, because I do all my trading on a Monday, pick up all my money on a Monday, and then on Friday the option expires. Well, where is the stock going to be on Friday? That's why we look at the 30-day chart. Well, we look at the 1-year chart first to give us an idea where it's moving. We look at the 90-day chart to see if there's any patterns of easily recognizable patterns. Okay, invest right. I'm going to answer that question in a second. Okay, what happens if nobody buys your option? Doesn't work that way. Okay, and I'm going to explain. So this tells me where do I think it's going to be in 5 days. Well, I own the stock. I like it. Okay, and I like it for whatever reason it is you like it. Well, it's been in business for over 170. Walgreens has been in business for over 170 years. Okay, they own a lot of products that are sold in other stores, which is, I didn't know. Okay, then they own the real estate and the pharmacy and all that kind of stuff. So it's not just the pharmacy and the real estate. They actually own physical products that are for sale in over 22,000. We had somebody do a full in-depth report on Walgreens. I said, holy cow, I'm not going to get rid of my Walgreens. Well, it's not that I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to put it on the hamster wheel. Okay, so I buy it at $9.57. I sell it at $9.50. I pick up this premium. This premium's more than 2% every week, or every 1% to 2% every week. And like, okay, that makes sense to me. Do I want to hold on to the stock and keep it? No, I don't. I want to make the 1% every single week from it. Okay, now if I happen to buy it and own it for a long period of time, well, I don't mind. It's Walgreens. Okay, they consistently increase their dividends, and they are over 100 years old. Okay, now there's over 8,700 stores worldwide, and yes, they've been getting a lot of bad press lately because the current administration does not want to prosecute for theft. Imagine that. You can steal and not get in trouble. And you wonder why they're closing down 25% of the stores. Because people keep robbing them. Anyway, so once the new administration comes in, things will change. Okay? So, that being said, I love Walgreens. Okay? I keep trading it because it keeps giving me 1% to 2% every single week. All right? And I don't buy it long term, so I don't see it the way most people normally see it. Because most people normally look at it and say, okay, Well, it's gone down 50% since the beginning of the year. Yeah, I don't care. I don't buy and hold long term. I'm just a 5-day trader. Buy it on a Monday, get rid of it on a Friday. Normally, sometimes I have to carry them over. In this case, you are doing calls. Yeah, covered calls. Yes, exactly. All right, so what volume? Okay, anywhere between, 15 and 120 different ones. I like looking at this game. Cool, thank you. What is the ticker? WBA. Have you covered TSLY because price dividend? Yeah, hell no. Okay, TSLY is not 20 years old. Okay, now, you're the third person who asked me about spiders. I'm going to look at it in a second. Can we look at AbbVie Investor? I looked at AbbVie earlier tonight. Yeah, no, it don't look good. Okay, so, Barbaric. You're not the first one to ask me about spider, and I did say I was going to cover spider and why I don't like spider. Okay, so let's take a look under. SPY. SPY. Now, you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at it. Okay, because it does have weekly options. It actually has daily options, but okay, it does have a lot of options, which means you can make a lot of money. But why don't I like it? Well, let's go over to Yahoo Finance and stick it on in there and see what it looks like. SPY. Now, remember the part where I said I want consistent increasing profits? Well, let's take SPY all the way back to 2000. No, 2005, because 2005 to now is 20 years, right? All right, 2005. Okay, here we go right here. Now, I'm going to read the dividends to you, and you tell me what you think. Okay, 2005. 47, 49, 52, 67, 52. Wait a second. That went backwards. That's not right. Aren't they supposed to increase? See? Okay, hold on. It goes from 52 to 56 to 58 to 79 to 55. Decreased again. All right, well, hold on. 66 to 72 to 78 to 60. Backwards again. This is the third time. What is that? 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back? No, it's not consistently profitable in this type of scenario. Well, the scenario is I want a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. In order to get that, whatever entity I put my money into has got to get me consistent increased profits. And this ain't it. There's a whole bunch of them out there. As a matter of fact, there's 9,848 different companies you can invest in on any day. So why, in my humble opinion, why would you put it in something that's not consistently profitable when there's over 300 that are? But wait, okay? But wait, this is the West Coast. We haven't done this yet. But wait, it gets worse. Believe it or not, it does. So we could continue doing this, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, because it does it all the time. I'm going to sleep. Have a great nice night. You too. So it continues to do this for the next 20 years. So let's see how it actually gets worse. Well, here's Johnny. Okay, this is the summary of the S&P 500. $591.95 per share. Okay, now I like to get stocks under 300, but here's the thing: 591. What's your yield? Okay, it's like you're putting this money in. How much are you getting back? 1.16% for the year. Are you shitting me? Really? Yeah, no. Sorry. No. That's a no. All right. Anyway, let's keep on going. Barbaric is going to be the exact same for SQQQ. Okay, same thing. Misty, yeah. MSTX, yeah. It hasn't been around for 20 years. ALTA, ULTA. What the heck is that? ULTA. Ultra Beauty. Let's put that in here. ULTA. See how often they've increased their dividends. All right, Ultra Beauty. Okay, now I want to go to historical data. Now in the historical data part, I want to look up historical prices. Dividends only. This way I can actually see how often ULTA, how often ULTA increases its dividends. Because after all, we are a dividend channel. Hence the name, Dividend Stock Talk. Dividend investing for weekly cash flow. So why the hell would you give me a stock that has no dividends? There are no dividends in a selected time period. Why the hell are we looking at it? That's a no, dude. Okay. Any thoughts on ATMNM? Oh, Bob, really? Were you not listening to what I just said? ATNM. Yeah, hell no. Okay. Nomad. I'm a 20 finance major getting my bachelor next year. I want to be a professional trader. What can I do? Ooh, awesome question. Well, first of all, you got to come up with a strategy that's consistently profitable. Okay? Doesn't matter what it is. Buy, sell, just the stocks. Buy low, sell high. Sell high, buy low. There's a lot of different things you can do. Find a strategy. Become proficient at it. Get really good at it. Okay, Think or Swim. Actually, there's a bunch of trading platforms that will allow you to paper trade. To back test. Back test is just go back. Now, I don't do back testing. I actually do live trading every morning. Every morning. I actually have a morning trading group. We get together and we do live trades every morning. Okay, so anyway, besides the point, you want to be a professional trader, you just got to start trading. That's it. Now, try a paper trading account first to get good at it. Find a strategy that works for you. Become proficient at it. Get really good at it. Okay, mine, simple. Okay, my daughter was 9. She said, Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing? I said, yeah. Okay, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. 1% per week is over 50% per year. Who do you know that does that consistently? That's a good question. All right. No, man, barbaric, TQQQ, not bad either. For short term, but don't take my advice. There you go. Don't take my advice either. Use extreme logic while learning. That works too. Is Dow Jones good? Don't know. It's not on my list. What's your favorite dividend stock you ever traded? Macy's. Pyramid scheme. Awatana Siam. How are you today? Think or Swim is legit. I like Think or Swim. I've been using it for a long time. Ooh, Nas wants to take a look at Lowe's. Now, I like Lowe's. Lowe's is on my list. Okay? I traded Lowe's many times. First thing I always want to look at, the 1-year chart, the high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's the movement? Easy to see. Up, down, what's it doing right now? Okay, this was a year ago, this is now. Okay, what's it doing? Well, that's what I want to take a look at. But before I do, okay, it's at 250, it's at 249. 250s are going for 158 to 177. That's not 1%. That's a no for this week. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Lowe's. Lowe's is a dividend king. Means they've been in business for over 100 years, and they have increased their dividends to their shareholders for more than 50 consecutive years. They're one of the top on my list. Let's keep on going. All right. Wake. Copper. I have no idea what that means. But Burberry Blender, Coney, hell no. The company's only, 2 years old? When I say 2, I did say 2. But I thought I said 2 decades. Not 2 years. Coney's only 2 years old. Don't get me wrong. It's great for those who want to speculate, if that's what you want. I want consistency. 20 years. SBLK, what the hell is that? SBLK. Yeah, no. Okay, what part of monthly I don't like did you not understand? Monthlies just don't work. How much do average spend per stock purchases? 20%. Okay, whatever you think my account is, 20% of that per trade. ITW, Illinois Tool Works, we already looked at it. It is a monthly. It is a no. It's a no. Monthlies just don't work for me. If you like it, hey, more power to you. Really bored. Okay, Altria, MO. Now, I actually have some MO, but let's take a gander. Okay, here's the high, 58. Here's the low, 38. Look at the movement. Nice, solid movement to the upside for the whole year. Well, that looks pretty good. Let's take a close look. But before we do, what do the numbers look like? Because why do we want to take a deep look into the chart if the numbers don't work? And we don't have to dive deep into the numbers, just a quick glance. Currently it's 53.50, so the 54 is going for 7 cents. Can we say hell no? So why even bother? Because 7 cents on a $50 stock? Hell no. It should be 50 cents or 55 cents, which is 1%. 7 cents? Hell no. All right, anyway. TJ Maxx on Pump Fund is getting ready to send. Okay, cool beans. Know your trade. Okay, thoughts on QQQ and TQQQ. How about no, 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 and hell no, no, no? Okay, dude, seriously, 20 years consistent profits. Both of those are no. All right, anyway. Pfizer, there we go. Pfizer, I like Pfizer. PFE. Ooh, and look at the momentum on the see, look at the chart. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look at the movement. Down, up, down, up. Well, that's lovely. Okay, now let's go to the numbers. Do the numbers work? What am I buying it for? 26.73 to 27's 9 cents to 11 cents? What the hell? No. Sorry. Usually it's a yes. Pfizer's usually good premiums, but not this week. What's that software? Daddy Big Dynamite. Daddy Big Dynamite. Cool names. All right. Software is called Think or Swim. You can download it for free. It belongs to Charles Schwab. I don't make anything off recommending it. I've just been using it for 20 years. It's free to download. Think or Swim. Come on. How do you find weekly dividends versus monthly? Well, is that Aisha? Seldan? You're not the first one to get this incorrect. Okay, David Bowles, I have no idea what that means. Stop capping, what does that mean? I have no idea. Okay, you gotta remember, I'm old school. I got gray hair. What that slang is, I'm clueless. Can I trade using a limited liability corporate chart? Yes, you can. Okay, the question was, how do you find weekly dividends versus monthly? I don't know anyone that pays weekly dividends. I'm talking about stock options on dividend companies. Okay, now most dividend companies pay either yearly, bi-yearly, which is twice a year, quarterly, 4 times a year, or monthly, 12 times a year. Nobody that I know of pays weekly dividends. I like weekly options. Okay? 10 January, that's this Friday. 17 January, that's next Friday. 24 January, that's 3 Fridays away. 31 January, that's 4 Fridays away. That's a weekly. Monthly looks something like this. January, February, March, June, July. Oh, those are just months. Those are monthly. The other one, weekly. Oh boy. David, are you the Skip Bayless of real estate? Capping means lying. Oh. Okay, you have to ask me that question again. Am I lying? What am I lying about? That's an interesting question. I didn't know that. Capping means so. You guys old like me. Okay, Jealous Swamp. Stab Coppin OG. Capping OG. Okay, David, I have no idea what you think I'm lying about. Sorry. Okay, I think that's what we're getting at. All right. I appreciate that. Am I Skip Bayless? No. I have no idea who even Skip Bayless is. Remember, I'm old school. I don't watch TV. I have no idea what's going on television or the world, what you're talking about. Clueless. All right. Riot Mara this week calls. B-Man. Now, B-Man, we already looked at Riot earlier. Okay. Now, this is being recorded. The screen here behind me is live on YouTube, being recorded. So if you want, you can always go back and take a look at it. So right now, we're going to take a look at Riot. R-I-O-T. Okay. Always first thing, takes less than 3 seconds. High, low, was, is, what's the direction? Really not that difficult. Now, the reason why I do the 1 year that quickly, it's not at the high of the year. I don't like the high of the year. It's not at the bottom of the year. I don't like that either. Lion is written, can be spun. Okay. All right. Currently, the price is at $12.30. Okay. So if I buy it tomorrow morning at $12.30, what can I sell it for? I can sell it for 12, picks up 72, but I'm losing 30 here, means I'm walking away with 42 cents per share. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird, okay? Walking away with the premium, 42 cents. Well, that, on a $12 stock, is just a little bit higher than 3% for the week. So imagine getting 3% for 1 week on Riot. Okay, so I always say never buy a stock unless you know exactly what it is they do. Okay, if you don't know who Riot is, if you don't know what they do, if you don't want to buy the stock and own it for the rest of your life, don't buy it. I always buy as if I have the intention of holding it for the rest of my life. If it just so happens to make me a profit in the next 4 or 5 days, okay. Okay? If it gives me a profit, I will hold on to it for the rest of my life. But if I can sell it for a profit, 1% every single week, why the hell not? That's all I'm saying. Always go in with the intention of holding it long term. But if it just so happens to go away and you get a profit, why the hell not? All right. So that's Riot. Let's take a look at the last couple of days, the last couple of weeks, because that gives me a good idea of where do I think it's going next. Because think about it. Well, hold on. Okay. Think about it. Well, currently it's at 12.34. Well, where was it yesterday? When I say yesterday, I mean the previous trading day. All right, that was Friday, that was Thursday. Okay, but what happened there? What happened there? What happened there? Your 30-day high, your 30-day bottom. Well, what usually happens after a 30-day bottom? Okay? Here's your top here, your bottom here. Now it's going to the upside. Really not that difficult to see. Okay, so number one, do I like Riot? Number two, can I see myself buying it and holding it for the rest of my life? Number three, do I like it at this price? These are all valid questions. Okay, I don't give tips. I don't give advice. I just read numbers and give you my interpretation. Okay, and tell you what I do. Okay, B-Man, Marathon. Ooh, M-A-R-A. Another spicy one. Okay, here's the high, 34. Here's the bottom, 13. There's where it was. This is where it is. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, where do we think it's going next? That's the 1 year chart. Just give us an overview. Okay, doesn't look that bad, so let's check out the numbers. 1973. Well, the closest strike price is going to be the 20. And the 20 is going for 75 cents. That's over 3%. Okay, that's over 3%. I buy it for 1973. I sell it for 20, which is more than I paid for it. Or I can always sell it for 1950 and still pick up a nice fat premium. The difference between the 1950 and the 20, the 1950 is safer. The 20, more profitable. So here comes the conundrum. Do I go with safety or do I go with profitability? For me, it's safety. Because I'm 60. I don't want to have to work anymore if I don't want to. Okay? Basically, that's it. I don't want to have to go back to work. So 1% a week works very favorably for me. Okay. Let's progress forward. Next, can you tell me how options work? Mike OC, how are you today? Can I tell you how options work? Simple. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, Mike, you got an old car in the backyard. Let's say it's a 84 Camaro. Worthless. Okay? Push it out onto the front lawn, slap a for sale sign on it, $1,000. Stevie, the guy down the street, stops by and says, hey, Mike, I like your car. Let me give you $100. You 1%. Okay, remember? $1,000, 1%. If I come back on Friday, I'll give you the $1,000. The 100 is yours to hold, just to take it off the market for the week. Okay? If I come back on Friday, I'll give you the $1,000. Okay? If not, sell to someone else next week. But still keep the $100. Same thing. You're buying the stock, the Camaro, okay? You're selling it for the price you decide, okay, strike price, between what date? Between now and Friday, the 10th of January. Same thing, okay? You're selling something you already own to somebody else. They're giving you the premium, okay, to hold it for them until Friday. Simple. Okay? It's not that complicated. Remember, I created it for my 9-year-old daughter, which, by the way, you guys have not had the privilege of meeting yet. Nope, wrong one. There it is.
Hi, I'm Jake, and as you being part of the internet website company, which my dad has like go on that I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks I'll be trading, and every month you'll be getting 4 lists of stocks that you can choose from that help you get the best return on money.
My favorite part coming up. Why isn't that bigger? What a goofball. What a goofball. That video always makes me laugh. Oh, gee, I'm trying to see. God, David, that's inappropriate, man. That's my daughter. What's the matter with you? And did you miss the part where I said she was 9 years old? I'm thinking of, oh my goodness. I swear, some of you guys are just disturbing. 9-year-old. What part of my 9-year-old daughter did you not quite get? That was disturbing, dude. All right, can you tell me how options work? I just did that one. Are you happy either way, Macy's? I like Macy's. My favorite stock. What about Lucid? Isn't that LCID? Is that right? LCID. Yeah, LCID. Well, let's take a gander at Lucid. You ready? All right. Here's our high of the year. Here's our low of the year. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Okay? What's the direction? Down, up, down, up. Currently, it's at $3.30. The closest strike price is going to be the $3.50. 11 cents. Well, that's more than 2%. Well, look at the 3. Well, the 3 is going for 36 cents, but you're losing 30 right there. Well, great. Take the 30 off the 36, you walk away with 6 cents. I know 6 cents is not a lot, but 6 cents is 2%. Think about it. It's a $3 stock. What's 1% of $3? It's 30 cents. Well, you're walking away with 6 cents. So yeah, 3 cents is 1%. So 2% is 6 cents. So you're walking away with 2% on Lucid, if you like Lucid. Okay? That's the kicker. Do you like the company? Do you like where the company's at? Well, let's take a better look at the chart. Well, here's the high, here's the low. Well, let's zoom on in. Okay, the last 90 days. There you go. Okay? Down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. Or is she? I don't know. That's a little fickle right there. Let's zoom in a little closer. Get a little closer with arid, extra dry. All right, anyway. Here we go. Here's your 30-day bottom. Okay? $1.95. Then she shoots up, pulls back, goes up. Here's your 30-day high. Hypothetically speaking, she should be coming down. Should be. But we don't know. Because 30-day high was Wednesday. Thursday was lower, but Friday was higher. So it's not 100%, right all the time. I mean, yeah, well, here's your high, here's your low. Well, hypothetically speaking, there should be profit taking. This thing should be coming down. Okay, what it does and what it should do, two different things. Now, let's take a look at the seasonality chart. Now, for those of you who don't know what a seasonality chart is, okay, if you don't know what a seasonality chart is, it is 1 year, okay, January 1st to December 31st. No matter when you look at it, if you look at it in January 1st, 31st, if I look at it in July, it's still going to be January 1st to December 31st. Okay, so it's one whole year. Okay, the blue line right here represents this year. Well, it's only 2 entries, Thursday and Friday. It's it, 2 days. So, but the red line represents 10-year average movement. What does it normally do this time of year? Well, you can't mistake that right there. Well, let's zoom on in. From there to here. Okay. So we are right here at the moment. So this thing is coming into an uptrend right here for the first week. Uptrend and basically goes sideways and then shoots on up. That's what it normally does over the last 10 years. Is it going to do it again? Well, seasonality is kind of very predictable because the first week of January. Well, the first week of January is pretty much the same as the first week of January last year. And the first week of January before that. And the first week of January before that. So stocks have a tendency to do the same thing, same time frame. First week of January. First week of January. So here you go, first week of January. She shoots on up. Usually. Does it mean it's going to? No. Just means that it normally does. That's where that odds and probabilities come back in again. Okay, is it going to? Well, we don't know, but it usually does. If it does it 10 years in a row, usually 11th year, probably the same thing. Guaranteed? No, sorry. Okay, hokey pokey. You want to take a look at PayPal? How about no? PayPal doesn't pay dividends, which means they don't share the profits, which also means that's a no. Caldwell Cutie, 4%. Yep, I get it. Didn't Walgreens announce store closures? Caldwell Cutie, you're absolutely 100% correct. And that you can thank the Democrats for, because they don't want to prosecute theft under $990. Okay? So you can perfectly legally walk into a store, steal a bunch of shit, and then leave, and they will not prosecute you. Okay? Current administration, the Democrats, gotta love it. Walgreens has earnings in 4 days. Yep. Lucid and HKD. Now, we already looked at Lucid, but what is HKD? Let's take a look. HKD got my curiosity up. I never heard of it. Just to let you know, before I do that, more than likely, if I've never heard of it, it's probably going to be a no. HKD. No options. No thank you. Isn't that weird? No options and no thank you. Safer before earnings. Okay, Mark Dream. Okay, I got half of the conversation here. Safer question mark. Before earnings question mark. I'm kind of missing the first half of the conversation. Mark, I am out. You are full of it. Why, thank you, Mark. That's very nice of you. You know what they say, if you don't have enough haters, you're not working hard enough. Uh-oh. I missed all that. Uh-oh. I gotta go all the... Sorry, guys. I gotta go all the way back to the beginning where those questions were. Uh-oh. Wow. Wow, I missed all these questions. Oh, Lex Luthor. Interesting question. Your strategy is like Amway because it works, but no one believes it. I like it. That's a funny one. I never heard that one before, Joe. Oh, Batman. What are the implications? Okay, wait a second. I gotta go back. How far back are these? Wow, I missed all these questions. All right, there you go. Okay, did you hear about Carver being a grift? Nope. Uber had an $80 call. Okay, great. Uber is not 20 years old. Sorry. Did I just hear 50% a year? No way. NJT, how are you today? Yeah, I know. It's everybody's first interpretation. No. Costco or PayPal? Costco, too expensive. That's at $900 a share. PayPal, no dividends. Okay, Raphael, RKT. Hold on a second. Elliot, wait, yeah, okay. TAS in Thailand, how are you today? Yeah, I don't use that, sorry. Okay, RKT, what is that? If I have to say what is that, usually going to be a no. What is it? Rocket companies. Okay, let's check and see. RKT, how often do they increase their dividends? After all, we are a dividend channel. Oh, imagine that. There are no dividends. Why would you give me a stock that has no dividends, Raphael? I clock 50% a month. Okay. Caldwell Cutie. Right side is always ours. What's the following? Looking at. Okay, so it would be this side. Okay. Let's keep on going. Is Walgreens the cheapest stock on your list? Oh, no. I think WB... No, wait a minute. I think it might be Riot or Riley. Thank you. Thank you. Did you hear about moon phase is trading? Yeah, no. Okay, let's keep on going. Do you look at the Greeks? No. Can you take a look at Lucid? We already did. What stocks pays weekly? Well, there's over, I think, 500 companies that have weekly options. You can go to the CBOE, Chicago Board of Options Exchange, and find out how many companies or how many entities have weekly options. That's quite a bit. I know monthlies and quarterlies, never heard of weeklies. Okay, Lex, you're thinking of dividends. Okay, no. I'm talking about options, weekly options. What's my win-loss ratio? I think I have one account that has 0 losses in it. But, oh, I can't really show you now because we're in the beginning of the year. Okay? At the beginning of the year, they set you back to 0. So I have 2 days of trading for the year. But last year, I think I had, hold on a second. I have 6 accounts, so let me figure this out. Okay, I had one account, 0 losses. One account, 4 losses, and one account, 5 losses. All year. And, hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Before we go much further, give me a time. Okay, here's all my trades for last year. Every single one of them. Last year, here's all my trades. Okay? Macy's, Riot, Marathon, MPW, Macy's, Marathon, Riot. Okay. That's just 1 week. Okay, week 36, 10th week, 3rd quarter. Okay, week 36. That's the 36th week of the year. The 10th week of the quarter. There's 13 weeks in every quarter. Okay, January, February, March, quarter 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 13 weeks in every quarter. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay? First quarter looks almost the exact same as the 3rd quarter and the 4th quarter and the 2nd quarter. They're all the same. Week 1 of the quarter is week 1 of the quarter. We're looking at the exact same stocks week 1 of the quarter. Okay? Anyway. So, yeah, if you want to really find out, there they all are. Every single trade I did this year, 2024. Kohl's, Wynn, MPW, Walgreens, Kohl's, Able Mall, MPW, Walgreens, MPW. But for the most part, yeah, they're all there. And do I have the numbers all figured out? Well, gives you the 6 stocks, Walgreens, Kohl's, CVS, MPW, Marathon. For what week is that? That is week number 32, 6-week, 3rd quarter. 3.15% that week. Okay, I haven't finished all the numbers yet because, it's some creative math. Figuring all that crap out. What did I make on each single trade and then divide it by what's in the account. Ugh. And no, there isn't a service that does it for me. All right, so anyway, that's Rocket. No dividends. No thank you. Simple. All right, let's keep on moving. Okay, Batman, what are the tax implications of the covered call strategy? Well, I'm going to simply put, Mr. Batman, you really need to talk to a tax strategist. If you do not want to pay taxes, talk tax planner or tax strategist. It is within your legal right to pay the least amount of taxes legally for you. Okay? Tax strategist, tax planner will help you out with that. Joe, your trading strategy is like... I like that. I got to use that one, Joe. Your trading strategy is like Amway because it works, but nobody believes it. All right, Lex Luthor. I saw your Ford video, but that's not dividend. All you do was trade for profit. Yeah. Traded Ford just before they paid their dividend and got a weekly option more than the dividend. Okay, I'm looking for 1%, one way or the other. Dividend premium escalation, one or the other. I prefer the dividend, the premium on the covered call. It's quick, it's easily, it's painless. Okay, I'm in, I'm out, and make my 1% done and over with. Okay, but my goal is a 1% every single week. A billion. What's happening? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so Lex, hope that satisfies your curiosity there. Can you break down DUOL and help find a strategy? How about no? Okay, DUOL. Yeah, a monthly option? No, I don't do them. Reason why I don't do monthly options? The numbers just don't work. Not only that, here's where it is. Great. Now tell me where it's going to be in 30 days. 5 days, maybe. 30 days, no. Because there's too much time between 5 days and 30 days. Too much time. You can do almost anything. I got a good one for you. Uber. Yeah, it's not 20 years old, so it's not that good. What do I think about TNXP? Never heard of it, Drew. Usually, when I don't hear of something, TNXP, it's a no. Let's see. Oh, no options. No. Hey, James, I keep saying marathon. MARA is not marathon. It's MPC. Mara is Mara Holdings. And it has no dividends. Yep, Michael, I got that one. Actually, I knew all that, but we called it, why are we calling it marathon? Mara. Yeah, Mara. Sorry if I misled that. Didn't mean to mislead anyone, but Mara. Thought it was marathon. Okay, Mara Holdings. Okay, you're right. Sorry about that. Union Pacific. Isn't that UNP? UNP. Wow, I've been doing this too damn long. Shit. All right, Union Pacific. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the movement. Up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. Now that's the 1 year. Simple, easy. We see the direction it's flowing. Okay? Now it's going back up. Great. Well, let's zoom in. But before we do, is it going to be worth our while? Does it look like a good trade? 232. The 232s are going for $1.35. That's only 0.5%. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay? 0.5% is still 26% per year. Are you okay with 26% per year? That's a question only you can answer. Me, I wouldn't do it because I like 1% per week, which is 50% per year. TSLA gonna go up or down tomorrow? Yep. You like that answer? TSLA, is it going up or down tomorrow? Yep. Okay, name of the group. Dividend Stock Talk. I don't have a name for the group. Is she still trading? No, Mark, sorry. Okay, she traded all the way up to like 12 and a half. Because right around 12 and a half, 13. Boys, he's so cute, he's so this. Yeah, I'm sorry, Daddy lost her then. She was my shadow. But when she's a little girl, right up to like 11 or 12. I was like, ah. You know what happens when a girl 11, 12, yeah, forget it. Anyway, how much from your monthly income in percentage you suggest me to invest into dividend stocks? Thank you. Oh, that's a good question. Unfortunately, I can't give you an answer for that because I know absolutely nothing about your personal situation. This is why I always tell people, this is really good. You don't like this. If you really want to chat with me, I love talking to people. I do. If you really want to talk to me, drop me your phone number. I'll give you a call. Okay? Seriously, I will. Now, there's about 30 people pretending to be me. They will send you videos. They will send you invites. They will send you DMs. They will send you a lot of stuff. But they won't call you back. That's why I always tell people, you really want to be sure you're talking with me? Give me a number. I'll call you. Then you will know. Okay? So I never trust a random guy on YouTube. Kelly, my dear, it was very nice seeing. Well, I didn't get to see you, but you know what I mean. Okay? All right, anyway. TSL going up or down tomorrow. Yeah, we already said that one. All right, so anyway, Savan Artem. Okay, Savan. Here's a way of looking at it, okay? Now, only you can figure out what the right amount of money is. So here's the thing. At some point in time, you will figure out, basically this is for everybody, at some point in time, you will figure out how much money you need. There's a big difference between need and want. How much money you need on a monthly basis to live a comfortable lifestyle and never have to worry about money again. Want is a different story. What do you need? Now, the only necessities in life are food, shelter, and clothing, but you know what I mean. Okay? Don't get a little crazy. If you can't live without, never mind, I'm not going to go there. Figure out what your monthly budget is. Comfortably. Okay, now, work the equation backwards. Once you know how much you need on a consistent basis, how much do you need to bring in? Well, let's say hypothetically you need $4,000 a month to live comfortably. Okay, some people it's more, some people it's less. Okay, but let's say $4,000 to live comfortably. Well, how much money do you need at 1% per week to have that bringing in? Well, it's about $100,000. $100,000, 1% a week is $1,000 a week. 4 weeks a month, on average, is $4,000 a week and $4,000 a month. Okay? However long it takes you to get to $100,000, okay, if you can put in X amount every single time and it's continuously growing, you can get there a lot faster. But here's the thing. Once you get that $100,000, 1% a week will give you your $4,000. But are you comfortable? Is that what you want? For me, I have a number. It works out just fine for me. Fine. Okay? This is Larry Brown. Larry, how are you doing today? Awesome. All right, so let's keep on going. So, Savan, I can't answer that question for you. You have to figure that out on your own. It's going down. I have no idea what that means. If Lowe's always has increased, why not leave the money in there? Okay, I'm not quite understanding what you mean by that particular moment. Now, the context, what you're saying. I said Lowe's consistently increases their dividend every single year. That means every single year they give you more and more money as long as you own the stock. You own the stock, next year's dividend is going to be higher. The year after that, it's going to be higher. The year after that, it's going to be higher. You have to have in mind where you want to go. What do you want out of this endeavor? Okay? I want 1% every week. So yeah, I buy Lowe's, I get my 1%. Boom. Thank you. Okay, when should I start trading? 4:30 Mountain Time. Oh. Well, the market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York. I have no control over that. Not available, a lot more cash made in repeat entire entry and exit. Okay. Savan, you have a strong strategies and formula to work good. I like your thinking. Well, I had it created for a 9-year-old, so it had to be easy. Can you explain why Pfizer was a no again? PFE, Pfizer. Okay, you ready? Okay, who is that? Who asked that question? Pfizer. Poe, really? Okay. Currently, the stock price is $26.69. The closest strike price to $26.69 is either going to be the $26.50 or the $27. Well, the 27 is paying 9 cents. No, that's a no. That's 1/3%. Remember, I want 1% per week. Okay, that's 1/3, and that's a no. Okay, the 26.50. Well, I'm losing 19 cents right off the top if I sell it at $26.50 because that's less than what I paid for it. You take 19 cents off of the 29, I'm walking away with 10 cents a share. Well, 10 cents a share on a $26 $6. Yeah, no. That's why Pfizer was a no. The numbers just didn't work this week. I can tell you take your time and answer each question, so it's going to be a while, but thank you. All right, Nomad, sorry about that. Do you offer a way to copy your trades? Yeah. Guitar Guru Johannes Lindstedt. Well, how are you today? Yeah, I have a morning trading group. Now, I try not to sell anything here. I try to give the information for free. But I do have a morning trading group. If you want to go to the bio, you just follow the links to the live trading. Okay? It's in the 10-Minute Trader website. I'm subscribing to everything right now. I know, man. How you doing? Okay, how much from your monthly income and percentage you suggest? All right, we already answered that question. Oh, HM Clock, Guitar Guru Lindstedt. I do with 99% accuracy. All right. Hem Clock NPC Master Trader. Cool beans. NJT. How can you tell a good weekly versus a monthly? I thought we did that already. Okay, NJT, you ready? 10 January. That's this Friday. 17 January. That's next Friday. 24 January. That's 2 Fridays from now. 3 Fridays from now. 31 January. That's 4 Fridays from now. That's 4 Fridays in the month of January. Those are weeklies. Okay? January, February, March, those are monthlies. That's how you do it. It's that easy. Or you could go to the CBOE, Chicago Board of Options Exchange, and ask them for a list of the weekly optional stocks. Do you by chance own Rismus coin? Nope. Thoughts on Soundhound? Yeah, no. What do I think of BC? What the heck is BC? It's never a good thing when I have to say, what the heck is this? Monthly, no. AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. No dividends, no thank you. Sorry, Sharon. Savan, yes. Is that Bed Bath & Beyond stocks BBY? No. Uh-oh, I don't know what it is. Sorry. Bitto. Ugh. I did Bitto last year. BITO. Now, Bitto, the numbers look good. I mean, look. 24.38, the 24.50s are going for 25 cents. That's over 1%. Is it the right time to buy? Look, here's the high, here's the low. It's bouncing off. Everything looks good. But what is it that I don't like about Bitto? Okay, here's the 30-day high, 30-day bottom, 3 days to the upside. Perfect opportunity to jump in to get you 1% out of that. Look at it. But they haven't been around long enough. They don't have 20 years of increased dividends. They're not on my list. All right. We're going to answer up the rest of the questions. We're going to call it a night. Okay, Khan Baba. I have Jivo since 2021. I haven't sold it yet. It's just starting to move up. Okay, not quite sure. How much do you put in to have a good return? Well, it really depends on what your idea of a good return is. Okay, most people's idea of a good return is 12 to 15%. Okay, I make over 50% per year. So for me, a good return is over 1% a week. How can I start investing? I'm a complete noob. Just keep on coming back. I'm here every day. Look at Stanley Black & Decker. Yes, I know Stanley Black & Decker is a dividend king, but they're monthly. They're not a weekly. Shiba doesn't care. I'm out. Well, alrighty then. How are you making 1% selling puts? I don't sell puts. Well, I do, but I don't do it here. $52,000 a year? Nah. Well, it depends. Can you live off $52,000 a year? I'm better than you. Alrighty then. Better call Earl. Okay, SWK. Yep, I know that. Don't you have to own 100 shares for that stock? Yep. You make it easy to understand. Well, it was created for my 9-year-old daughter, and I'm kind of thinking most people here are over the age of 18. Any good inside tips? I'm not an insider, so I wouldn't have that answer. Is this pre-recorded? Did you like that? Is this pre-recorded? What if I say, yes, this is pre-recorded, Poe, at, what time is it? 1:46 p.m. Yep, this is recorded, Poe, at 1:40. Okay. You dogged me. I have no idea what that means. You dogged me? What does that mean? I feel weird. I never knew what 60 is supposed to feel like, but I guess this is what it is. Because some of the stuff you guys are saying online, I'm totally clueless. But I'm sure if I used the slang from my days, you guys would be clueless. So anyway, is this a rerun stream? Big Mac, that's an interesting question. Is this a rerun stream? Richie's 30-foot boys. Okay. AND. You mean AMD. Archer. Wait a minute. Advanced Micro Devices. Yeah, no. See, ADM is a yes. AMD is a no. My favorite's dog. I'm a truck driver, and I've been seeing them on trucks being distributed. I have no idea what that means. No Bad Lucid. Okay. Bearish Pen Bar. Hymns. Pretty late for you. Yes, it is. Who is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it. All right. Yep, I already seen that one. Bearish Pen Bar. OG Gamer. Pretty late for you, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm just seeing how things are on the West Coast. Okay, usually I'm on the East Coast from 9 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I figured, what the heck? Let's go on 9 p.m. Pacific Time and see what you guys are like. No difference, really. WKSP, where's it going? We looked at that one. That was a no. Nokia. Now, I'm done taking a look at these things. I'm just going to answer the questions. So Nokia, I haven't done Nokia in a long time. 448, the 450s. Oh. Interesting. That is interesting. Take a look. 30 days goes to bottom. 2 weeks goes 30-day high, pulls back. Okay, 3 days the upside, back down. 2 days the upside. The 450s are going for 5 cents, which is over 1%. If you like Nokia. What about Google? No. Blackstone? No. How about Lumen Technology? You actually got to give me the ticker symbol because that doesn't sound familiar. Where can I learn about the dividend thing? The dividend thing? YouTube's the best place. Thoughts on Ford? We looked at Ford earlier today. The price is still coming down, so it's something we'll probably look at next week. All right. Deemed too handsome. Dude, back again. I've seen that one. Michael. I've been following you for a month now. You have a good program and a lot more patience than I would have. I'm going to take that as a compliment, Michael. Thank you. SCHD, hell no. Google's only been paying dividends for 2 years. So Google, I will be more than glad to look at Google in 18 years. Until then, no thanks. HIMS hasn't been around long enough. Hey, it's Mr. I make 50% a year. Oh, Super Dan, good for you. Colt, way to bring in some intelligence. All right, Super Dan. If you make 1% a week, it totals to 50%. Nah, actually, 50% a week, simple interest is 52% a week. But compounded, it's more like 72% a year. Should I put all my money in Macy's? Deemed too handsome. I have no idea why you would do that. VOOG, no. VOO, no. Now, I have reasons, but it's kind of late, and I want to go to bed because I've been up late. All right. How about Google in 18 years, maybe? It says we get paid instantly online when selling covered calls. Yep, that's true. Can you talk about Fartcoin? No. TJ Maxx on Pump Fund, okay, whatever. Energy Transfer. No, see, Dana, Energy Transfer I used to trade until the premiums got not good. They just went down. Are you in America? Living in America. I'm in St. Petersburg, dude. It's frozen. I have no idea what's frozen. Thanks for the info. We'll check again soon. Big Cat, how are you today? Is that it? Oh, nope. I thought I was done. Energy Transfer, we looked at that. Are you in America? Yep. What's a good dividend stock under $10 a share? Okay, now, Doug, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by what's a good stock under $10, a dividend stock under $10 a share. There's a lot more to take into consideration. Thanks for the info. We'll check soon. What the heck is AWK? AWK. American Waterworks. Ooh, no. I'm surprised you are on the slate. Becca Makawa. Well, I'm just seeing what the West Coast looks like. The numbers aren't impressing me yet. We were expecting you to say us West Coasters are the best. Well, I can't, because so far the East Coast has a higher rate of attendance than the West Coast. Financial freedom is sure on this side. Talon, how are you today? Thanks for what you're doing for the community. Why no to VOO? Why does somebody have to do that? Russia, St. Petersburg. Ooh, I've been there. Nice city. Clean, spotless. The train station looks like a museum. If you ever go to Russia, the trains are freaking awesome. Oh my God, you're in Russia. No, I'm not. I'm in St. Petersburg. It's right down the street from Tampa. You know, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Anyway, can you explain any AWK is a no? Okay. Why is AWK a no? King. All right. Ready? January, February, March, June. Those are what you call monthly options. No, I don't do monthly options. Not worth my time. Money's not there. They're a pain in the butt. Okay? That's my opinion. Okay? I don't like AWK. Now, don't get me wrong. American Waterworks, great company. Consistently increasing their dividends for more than 5 decades. But they're monthly. The numbers just don't work. Oh, why no to VOO? Okay, VOO. Okay. Now, as you can plainly see, VOO does have weekly options. Yay! But, let's go over to Yahoo Finance. Okay, we're going to go over to Yahoo Finance, putting VOO into the, what do you call it? Historical data. Okay, now, I want to see all the information on VOO. Okay, so how long has VOO been paying dividends? Well, 2010 was the very first dividend that VOO paid. Okay, that's 15 years. Not quite 20 years, but 15. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers. You ready? 56, 53. Wait a second. Didn't that just go down? Aren't dividends supposed to go higher and higher every year? Or every quarter? Why is this one going down? But wait, it gets worse. Okay, 56, 53, going down. 54, 57, 58, 69, 57, gone down. 64, 69, 94, 67, going down. 74, 8, 79, 91, 78, going down. Well, what is this? 3 steps forward, 1 step back? Come on. Why is VOO a no? Because the dividends don't consistently increase. But wait, it gets worse. Really does. Okay? So let's just say the dividends don't increase, which means they're not consistently profitable quarter over quarter or year over year. Okay? Means they're not profitable every single time. Okay. But wait, it gets worse. Let's go on over and take a look at the summary to figure out how profitable are they. Well, here you go. $544 a share. What is the yield? Do you know what the yield is? Do you know what yield means? That means you put up X amount, $544 a share. They pay you a dividend. Great. Add all those dividends up together for a year. What is the yield? What is the rate of return? Are you ready? 1.22 for the year. Did you hear that? 1.22 for the year. I've already showed you 4 stocks that pay over 2 or 3% per week. Yet you want to know why I don't like VOO? Really? 1.22% for the year. That's it. Doesn't blow wind up my skirt. Hell no. AVGO. Okay, 2 o'clock. I'm going to bed. You guys have a great night. And just to let you know, the East Coast was a little bit better than you guys. But we'll give you another shot tomorrow night. See what happens. Other than that, you guys have a great night. And we will talk to you again later. Sorry, just shutting everything down. And down for you guys. And